Do you want to know how I lost 30 pounds and kept it off for 3 years? Stick around. Hi, I'm Brenda from Mainly Hybrid Homesteading. Today we're going to be talking about the paleo diet. I went on the paleo diet 3 years ago, lost 30 pounds, and I've been able to keep it off for 3 years. And at this point, it's very easy for me to just keep the weight off. So today we're going to be talking about the paleo diet. It has helped me lose 30 pounds and keep it off for 3 years. I had lost, like many of you had lost and gained the same 10 or 15 pounds. It always came back. And I was on high blood pressure medication and cholesterol medication. And I wanted to get off of those medications, but I also wanted to be healthier. When I turned 50, it kind of light bulb went off, and just kind of revisiting, how do you want the rest of your life to be? Do you want to keep going on this downward slope and getting sicker? The American diet has done us no favors with all of our processed foods and fast foods. And yes, they're easier, but they're not good for you. If you've ever looked at the ingredients on processed foods, the list is quite long, and they're putting chemicals in there that you can't even pronounce, and also, adding hormones to those foods, especially our meats. Have you ever wondered why 9 and 10-year-old girls are starting puberty at that age? When I was going through puberty, the normal age was like 14 to 16 years old. So it makes you think. And they're adding hormones to milk as well. Okay, my ring light just fell down. And also with, they're putting bad fats in there and sugars and hiding sugars. There can be listed as dextrose or corn syrup and that kind of thing. But sugar causes inflammation. And we all have been hearing that the main driver to inflammation for the new virus coming out, or that is out, that inflammation is a big risk factor, whether you're going to survive the virus or whether you're going to come out of it on the other end. So that's also a big factor. And chronic inflammation can lead to autoimmune diseases, and that can eventually lead to cancer. So I can't say that I started the paleo diet all at once. Initially, I had some allergy testing and saw that I was sensitive to gluten, so I went gluten-free first, but I didn't lose any weight because I was replacing all those regular products that bread and crackers. I was replacing it with gluten-free options. So yes, it was a step in the right direction, but was not helping me lose weight. And then I got rid of soda and diet soda, and it's a process, and your taste buds do eventually adjust. And also with salt, decreasing salt. I don't put any salt in my cooking, and if I feel it needs a little bit before I eat it, then I'll do a little bit there. But be easy on yourself. This takes time. And for me, it took time. If you're the type of person that likes to go cold turkey and just take everything out, then that's the approach you need to take. I think for what made this approach, the paleo approach, easy for me, or easier, was my hair loss. I lost all of my hair. And I don't think there's anything that grabs your attention, something drastic like that happening to you, and you kind of try to figure out what's going on. Regular doctors were not helping me, so I sought the experience of a functional medicine practitioner, and they actually recommended that the paleo diet might be good for me as far as decreasing inflammation. And so that was a big driver to try this diet, and the weight loss was just a great side effect for me. So yeah, it just, that's what got me started on this journey 3 years ago. Things that you will be eating will be meat, preferably grass-fed meats, but if those are not in your budget, then just do the best you can. We are going to be eating plenty of vegetables. There's no restrictions unless you're going to be doing the autoimmune protocol, which is what I initially started doing. It's more of like an elimination diet where you just really go down to the basics of foods that are known not to be inflammatory, and then you start adding things back in. So right now I'm doing a combination of paleo and the autoimmune protocol. And you are allowed to have some fruit, and 2 to 3 servings a day. But if you're trying to come off sugar and all that processed stuff, then I would say, eat how much fruit you want, and then once your taste buds have adjusted, start scaling back from there. You're going to be using healthy oils like coconut oil, avocado oil, olive oil, using those in your cooking. Nuts, there is some limitations to nuts, and I will leave a list down below of things that are allowed and not allowed on the paleo diet, and also a link to a book I'm going to share with you. So what we're not going to be eating are seeds, dairy. This list is all foods that are known to cause inflammation, and you may be able to add them in later. But the focus at the beginning is to calm everything down, to calm your system down and calm that inflammation cycle down. And then you can start adding some stuff back in and see how you feel with the new foods. No fruit juices. They prefer that you have the actual fruits because you're getting the fiber. You're getting more of the nutrients, and it's filling you up more. No grains. So no wheat, no rice, and we're also avoiding legumes, which includes like beans and peas and things like that in that family. No alcohol, and again, that's something that you can add in later, in limited amounts. But right now, we're just calming everything down and letting all the bad stuff just get detoxified out of your system. Of course, no processed foods, no added sugars, no artificial sweeteners, because basically they're chemicals, and like the sugar alcohols can cause digestive issues as well if you have too many of those. So you might feel a little bit crappy as your body is detoxing and getting rid of all the the bad stuff that you've been eating, and you're going to be like pretty much coming off of the sugar. And we're also eliminating coffee. You can have in small amounts, but so that's another thing, so if you want to do like one category at a time, you're still making progress, but you're still on the road to recovery and getting healthy. So those first few days, you're going to want to drink plenty of fluids and get some bone broth in you, and just getting all that good nutrition from vegetables, and just letting everything calm down in your system. There's so much more that needs to be covered here, and it's just way too much for one video, but that's the basics of it. And for me, it's been easy. Like I said, I don't know if it's because I had, this health crisis that kind of precipitated looking for a solution. But many people follow this diet with success just to be healthy. You don't have to be sick. But if you want to avoid sickness, you got to get off the sugar and all those inflammatory type of foods. And this is my Bible. The Paleo Approach by Sarah Ballantyne. She really goes into the science of why some of these foods are not good for you and why the other ones are really good for you. And she gets really scientific. So I skim through a lot of that part, but if you really want to know why, then this is the book for you. So again, I will leave a link down below to her website, and her book is also available on Amazon. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I know this is the time of year that we're all thinking about losing weight or getting healthier, and this kind of hits both things. Well, I hope this has been helpful for you and encouraging you to start a healthier lifestyle. Please check with your doctor before starting any new diet, and especially if you're considering stopping any medications. I didn't do it right away. It was a process, and definitely under the supervision of your doctor. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. And we will see you the next time. We've got many more videos on this topic.